Hello everyone, just a quick public service announcement. If you think that your car battery is dying, then, and it's been the life expectancy of the battery, be it 3 or 5 years, depending on if you have a 3-year or a 5-year battery, just don't bother getting it tested, replace it, and I'm going to show you why. You see that? That is my 2005 Honda CR-V. And last year, I started noticing that in the colder weather, when it was below freezing, the battery, or the car would just have trouble starting. It would start, but it would take a lot longer to start it than normal. On a warm day it would start right up, and then on a colder day it would start like a few seconds later, and it just sounded like it was struggling. And I thought it was maybe the starter motor, because that thing is almost 11 years old now. So we brought it to Napa and had them load test it. The guy said it was fine, and I believed him because, usually the people at Napa and AutoZone want to sell you stuff that you don't need. So I was like, well, if he says it's fine, then it's fine. He used a load tester and everything. So, a couple weeks ago, my dad borrowed the car, and he went to work, and then when he came back out when it was time to go home, the battery was dead. I figured it's just because he had listened to the radio for too long. He usually gets there about 30 minutes early because, that's just his situation. It's a long story, but he usually listens to the radio for upwards of 30 minutes, which I guess, if headlights can drain the battery, then maybe if it's an older battery, I was willing to give the Napa guy the benefit of the doubt. But today I went out there to start it, and it's been sitting there for a while. I haven't driven that car in a while because I've been on vacation, wanted to go put some more gas in it, and lo and behold, it will not start. I went out and tested the battery voltage, and it's sitting stagnant at 12.13, which is a dead battery. A fully charged lead-acid battery for a car should be at about 12.6, somewhere in that ballpark. Mine's at about 12.1. Well, I said 13, if you round that to 1 decimal, it's 1, obviously. So, battery's dead, and I had it load tested a second time this year. I had it load tested just a few weeks ago, and the guy said, "This has got more cold cranking amps than it's rated for." And I'm like, yeah, right. I didn't believe that guy the second time. In my gut, I knew the battery was pretty much, worthless at this point. So it's getting replaced, and just goes to show, if you want something done right, do it yourself. So if you watched my video that I did last year, when I bought this, almost a year to date now. Oh, there's the cat. Hello, kitty. We got 3 new cats, by the way. A lot happens in a year, doesn't it? But this was a worthwhile investment. It is charged now. I think I'm just going to use the regular battery charger to recharge the car battery. Wow, that sounds redundant. Because, this thing's really meant for emergencies. But if I did have to go somewhere in a hurry, if I was actually on my way to a class right now, I could. This would come in very handy because there's nobody else home. So yeah, buy one of these things. Not this one in particular, buy a better one because this one's cheap. But it would do the job. Yeah, get yourself a jumper pack. Don't trust the guys at Napa and AutoZone, because apparently they don't know how to test batteries. Alright, that'll be all. Sorry I haven't made videos in a while. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things. So with that, peace out.